Welcome. My name is Leanne, and I'm going to lead you through this chair yoga class today. So you've got yourself a chair that doesn't have arms on it, and your feet are comfortably resting on the floor. So you can actually sit back in your chair to start here, and just let your eyes rest closed. And feel like you arrive here in this moment, and you can feel the floor underneath your feet. There's ground there supporting your feet. We can also think of the chair as ground for us. So then our legs get to rest into the chair, our back gets to rest against the chair. And we're just letting this support of the ground and the chair be there for us. So we're resting into that support. And we're letting go of whatever tension or effort we notice in our bodies or minds. Okay, so just noticing your body, how you're feeling, what is present for you today. And we can only begin from where we are, so we need to notice how we are, right, where we're at. And this awareness really helps our practice serve us. So we're tuning in, and we're going to listen to our body, and we're going to do our best to stay tuned in as we move through the class. When you're ready here, you can just slide yourself a little bit forward in your chair so that your back isn't resting anymore against the back of the chair. Okay, your feet are still on the floor. We're going to take the hands up to the ceiling, and with the right hand, you can take hold of the left wrist, and then you're going to tip to the right. So an alternative, if you're not comfortable with arms up so high, is just bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Okay, so we're tipping to the right side. The feet are still on the floor, and the seat of you, your pelvis, is still in the chair. Okay, come on back up. You're going to switch wrists. So your left hand is now taking your right wrist, and you're tipping to the left. So right side of your body is a little bit longer than your left side. Come back up to vertical, interlace your fingers. You could press your palms up to the ceiling, or you can have your palms facing downward. Okay, maybe you can straighten up those elbows, and maybe you want to keep them a little bit bent. So just listen to what feels right for you. Dropping shoulders. Let the arms come forward at shoulder height. So the palms might be pressing away, or they might be facing towards you. And from there, you can just let the back gently round and the chin gently drop. And breathe. Okay, come on back to vertical, and you can let the hands come back behind you. So you can let them go and come back behind you with the hands. So you might be able to grab onto the seat of your chair or the arms of your chair back behind you. You could bring hands to hips or interlace your fingers behind your back. So whatever works best for the positioning of your arms. And we're going to come into a little bit of a back bend here. So you're just going to lengthen through the front of the body. And maybe gently draw the shoulders back. So it might feel at this moment like the front of your body is a little bit longer than the back of your body. Okay, and then let that go so your spine comes back to neutral. Okay, fingertips can just land at the shoulders, and we're just gently going to roll the shoulders. So let them roll backward. So there's an up movement and a back movement and a down movement. Shoulder blades are gently moving on your back, up and back and down. And then you can try reversing. So there's an up and a forward and a back. So up and forward, oh, and down and back. Okay, let the shoulders relax down. You can take your left arm and bring it across your body. You can just give it a hug over. So your right hand comes up above the left elbow. Both shoulders are low. Okay, you can stay here. Another option is to bend the left elbow so the fingertips point up towards the ceiling. You could stay here. Another option is to tuck the right arm underneath the left. So the left elbow is in the crook of the right arm. Backs of the hands are together or the palms are together. Okay, if this is too much, then just back it out and maybe just have one forearm up in front, or maybe just hugging the arm across. And so listening to your body and working with where your body is at, softening eyes and jaw and shoulders. Okay, we're gently going to turn towards the right. So give a little bit of a twist, let the arms go. So the left hand can come over to the right leg, and the right hand can land at the hip. Okay, let your turn unwind so you're back facing the front. And then we're going to take this left arm. So your right arm can just rest beside you or either beside you or in your lap. This left arm is going to roll so the palm is facing forward, and then it's gently going to move backwards. So you're going to let that left arm move back and then roll the arm over so the palm faces backward and move the arm back. Okay, let the arm go so it can either rest in your lap or hang beside you. You're going to tip your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Okay, so if the left arm hanging beside you there, if there's a lot of sensation there and that's not comfortable, just let the left arm rest in your lap. Okay, you can give the head a turn so your chin comes towards the right shoulder. Okay, let the right ear come back to the right shoulder and let the head come up and let both arms come back into your lap. You're going to come over to the right arm. So bring the right arm across. Left hand is in between the shoulder and the elbow. Both shoulders are dropping. You're hugging the right arm across. You can stay here, or you could bend the elbow. You could stay here, or you can tuck the left arm underneath the right, bringing the backs of the hands or the palms together. So the right elbow is in the crook of the left arm. Okay, just feeling your breath, just the breath coming and going. Okay, we're going to gently turn towards the left. So rotate, let the arms go. So the right hand to the left leg, left arm wherever it lands, whether it's going to land under the seat or at the hip. Okay, rest your shoulders. Feel the winding in your spine. Okay, let your turn unwind. Left arm's going to rest on your left leg. Right arm could hang beside you. Okay, and then we're going to let the right arm lift up a little bit away from the body. Turn the right arm so the palm faces forward. Move the right arm backward. And then roll that right arm over so the palm faces back and move the arm backward. Easy breath. Okay, let the right arm go. So you can hang it beside you or you can rest it in your lap. Left ear is going to tip towards the left shoulder. And then you can turn the head if you like, so the chin tucks towards that left shoulder. Okay, soften the eyes. Being present to what you feel. Checking in with your body. Okay, roll the head back so the ear is back towards the shoulder and then come on up. Okay, let both hands rest in your lap. Come on back over with the left ear. And then you're going to let the chin come down towards the chest so the head can fall forward. And then let the right ear come on over towards the right shoulder. So you're doing a semicircle. And you can do that again. Now, if your neck isn't happy with the semicircle, then from a neutral neck, simply turn. So you turn your head to one side, and then you would slowly turn your head to the other side. Okay, so either just rotating one side to the other or the semicircle. So choose what works best for you. Take your time. Right, breath is gentle. Feel your feet on the floor and your seat resting in the seat of the chair. Okay, and then even out your neck, and then you bring your head back to neutral. Okay, we're going to come down into the legs. So let the left leg lift up off the floor, and then let it come back down to the ground. And then the right leg is going to come up. Right foot to the floor, and let the left foot lift. Okay, so you're just alternating. One leg lifts, and then comes down, and then the other leg lifts. If you want to add a little bit more to this, you can add your arms, and they're going to cross. So if your left leg is lifting, your right hand is coming to your left thigh. And then you're going to switch. So as the right leg comes up, the left hand comes to the left thigh, or the right thigh rather. So you're crossing over your midline with your arms, and you can keep this sort of just a movement of arms and legs, or you could also be adding a turn, right? So as the right leg comes up, you're turning right and touching the right leg with the left hand. Okay, left leg lifts and you're turning a little bit to the left. So work at the level of that works for you, right? We sort of added complexity. You can just be doing legs. You can be doing legs plus arms, or legs plus arms plus a twist. Okay, you could also just leave the feet on the floor and just do the arms, or just do the twisting. Just gently. All right, come on back to neutral. So let your feet come down to the floor. Your arms can rest in your lap for a moment. Okay, we're going to come down into the lower legs now. So let the left knee straighten. So the left foot's going to come up off the floor. So the left leg is straight. Bend the left knee and put the foot back down, and then lift the right foot up. So straighten out the right knee. Put the right foot down, and then left leg straightens out. And then that foot comes back down, and then right leg. Okay, so just go a couple of times, couple more times, straightening and bending and straightening and bending. Okay, the next time your left leg is up, just keep it up and circle out your ankle. The left ankle is circling, and then you can let it go the other direction. You can move the top of the foot in and then the top of the foot away from you. So moving at the ankle. Okay, and then let that left foot come back down to the ground. Okay, right leg is going to straighten out. So the right foot is up. Circle out the right ankle. In the other direction. Okay, top of the foot towards you and top of the foot away from you. Toes relaxed. Last time. Okay, and then bend the knee and let the right foot come back to the floor. Okay, sit yourself up tall, both feet on the floor, relax your shoulders, fold yourself forward. So you could bring forearms to thighs and just stay there. If you wanted to fold further over, you can come as far as is comfortable for your back. Okay, so the hands could come down to the ground. Okay, wherever you are, just take a moment here and feel your breath. Okay, just feel the way the breath lets the body expand when we breathe in. So there's expansion happening on our inhale. And there's this releasing on the exhale. As you're ready, come on up out of that forward fold. So back up to where you're tall. All right, we're going to work our way into some squats next. So we're going to start with the left leg, and you're going to let your left leg open up to the left and then bring it back so that it's forward again. So take your left thigh open to the left and then bring it back forward. So the only part of your body you're moving is your left leg. Your pelvis is staying still. You're opening to the left. Come back so the knee points forward, and then go to the left and stay. Okay, so that left foot's going to stay on the floor, and we're going to bring the left forearm to the left thigh and the right hand to the shoulder, or the right arm up and over. So you're side bending to the left side, and you've got your left forearm on your left thigh, or maybe your left hand on your left thigh. It's tipping to the left. Okay, come back up to vertical, and now take that left leg straight. Okay, so if it's more comfortable, you could slide forward. You could slide a little left in your chair if you want to. That left leg is out straight to the left side. So you could stay here. Okay, you could also try side bending back to that left side, which might be the forearm to the thigh or maybe the hand to the hip. Okay, so you're tipping back to that left side. And if you feel too wobbly, but you'd like to be in the side bend, then put the left foot back on the floor and tip to the left with that leg a little bit more stable. Okay, come back to vertical, drop your hands, bring your left foot back to the floor and back so the knee is pointing forward. We're going to come over into the right leg. So open the right leg to the right side and then let that right foot come back to where it started. So you're moving your thigh bone open to the right and then coming back forward. So we're working at the hip, right, where the leg bone meets the pelvis. Just moving wide, and then stepping back forward, step wide and stay. And then side bend to the right. So maybe the right forearm to the right thigh and the left arm up and over. Okay, if the left shoulder isn't happy, maybe you're just keeping the hand on the shoulder. Okay, maybe you've got the right hand on the right thigh instead. Your left side is longer than your right side. Lift back up. Drop your arms. So take your right leg straight now. Okay, so it's wide and straight. Maybe you're making it a little more active by drawing the top of the foot towards you. Okay, you can stay here. If you want to try the side bend again, maybe right hand's on the hip or the leg. You're tipping to the right. Okay, another option is to keep the right foot flat on the ground, right? To come back to the position where the knee is bent. Lots of choice. The most important piece is that you're listening to your body, you're staying tuned in. Okay, come on back up. You can drop the arms. Okay, bring the right foot back to the floor, the right foot back forward. So everything's back in the center. And then we're going to take both legs wide at the same time. So step right foot out, left foot out. Okay, fingertips to your shoulders, side to side. At your own pace, you're choosing sort of how high up you want to reach that elbow, or if you just want to keep it a little bit lower. Check in with your feet on the floor, your seat steady in your chair, so your pelvis is steady in your chair. And then one side gets to lengthen, and then the other side. Okay, stay to whichever side you're on. Okay, and then you get to choose. Are you going to put the hand on the hip or forearm on the thigh? Are you going to take the top arm? Are you going to leave the hand at the shoulder? Or are you going to reach that arm up and over? Okay, we're going to switch sides. So you can come back up. Okay, hand or forearm to the opposite leg. Okay, or hand to hip. Okay, the top arm might be hand at the shoulder, or the top arm might be reaching up and over top. Feel your breath. Okay, come on back up. Let your hands come down. All right, we're going to fold forward from here. So you could just bring your hands to your thighs and bend your elbows and let your heart come forward, or maybe forearms to thighs, okay, or hands to the floor. Okay, feel what your body feels like. Maybe feel your breath in your body. Okay, and then begin to come back up. So you push down through your feet to help you come back up to the top. Okay, let the legs come in. All right, so we're going to come to a twist from here. So you're actually going to turn your whole body in your chair towards the left. Okay, so walk your body around. So your feet are on the floor. You're off to the side of the chair. So the back of your chair is on your left side. Okay, you're going to turn towards the back of the chair, and you can hold it with the arms. Okay, if it's too much in the left shoulder, maybe you're letting the left arm relax. Okay, can you gently turn your head to the left? And then can you gently turn your head to the right? Okay, bring your head back to neutral. Okay, unwind your turn. Notice what you feel. So just put your hands on your legs for a moment and feel your body. Okay, and then we're going to spin around in the chair. You can walk yourself back so that you're forward, and then you can walk your legs over to your right side. So now the back of the chair is on your right side. Okay, feet on the floor, turn to the right. So you can hold the chair with the hands. Okay, if your right shoulder, if it's feeling like it's a lot, then you can just let that right arm rest. Okay, and then try turning your head gently to the right. Your chin moving towards the right shoulder. And then slowly turn your head the other way. So your chin towards your left shoulder. So your heart is still, your ribs are still turning to the right, but your head is turned the opposite way. All right, head back to neutral, so nose in line with your sternum. And then you can let your turn go, so align yourself with your legs. Okay, and then walk yourself so that you're forward. Okay, we're going to come into another back bend. So if you can either hold the seat of the chair, or you can hold on to the arms of the chair behind you, or hands at your hips is fine. Okay, if you would like a back bend, just opening up through the front of the body, so the front of the body longer than the back. Okay, if you've got a little bit of a grip on the back of the chair or on the seat of the chair, you might tip forward, leaving your arms behind you. Okay, and then you can come into a fold. So you can let the arms come down to the legs, and you might stay there, or you can fold right over and bring your hands down to the floor or to your feet. Okay, take 3 slow, gentle breaths. Feeling your breath in your back. Okay, so our breath is already in our back. It's just that sometimes we're not noticing it there. One more breath. When you're ready from there, push down through your feet and come on up. So you're back at vertical, okay? And then you can come on back and rest back in your chair. You can just slide yourself back. So hopefully your feet are on the floor comfortably. All right, so what we have now is a little bit of our relaxation. So you get to be comfortable in your chair. So if you want to come down to the ground, you can. If you want to, if a couch is more comfortable, you're welcome to do that. Okay, so your feet resting, your back resting. You can close your eyes. And just letting go. So letting go of effort, letting go of tension. Feel like you get to sink here. You get to sink into the support of the chair. And after all that movement that we've just done, you also sort of get to sink into being still. Okay, so resting your feet, resting your legs, the front and the back of your torso, the sides of your body, letting go of shoulders and arms and hands. Relax your neck and your head. And then we're going to come up into the face and we're going to soften our senses. Okay, so feel your eyes and all the space around your eyes. Just feel them relax, feel them rest. Maybe soften. Okay, let your nose, all the tissue around your nose relax. Okay, come over into ears. So there's the outer ears and the inner ears, all of that architecture of the ears and around the ears just gets to soften, gets to let go. Okay, your jaw and the mouth. The inside of the mouth and the tongue, your teeth and your gums, the ceiling of your mouth and the floor, and the inner walls. Right? So all of these senses are resting. So we're resting our sense of sight and smell and hearing and tasting. So we can feel that these are all sort of in receiving mode. We don't have to be sort of outwardly facing, out there seeking information. We're just receiving whatever comes to us through our senses. So they're much more passive than they might normally be. And we can also soften our sense of touch. So touch we perceive with our whole body, right, through our skin. So at this moment, you're touching the floor. You're touching a chair through parts of your body, resting. Okay, clothing is touching you. You might be touching part of your own body, right? Your arms might be touching your legs or the sides of your body. So even our outer layer, that skin, also gets to rest. So our whole body is resting. Just simply receiving. Passive and resting. Okay, we can even feel that we simply receive the breath. We don't have to go out and pull it in, and we don't have to push it out. We're just gently receiving that breath in, and letting it move through us. And then it'll move out all on its own. Just letting go. Gently check in with yourself and just notice how you are. Whatever you notice is welcome. Okay, if you would like to stay here for another few minutes, then you're welcome to do that. Okay, if you are ready to complete your practice and move on with your day, then you can just gently stretch and move your body however you would like to. So you can stretch, and if you don't want to move, then maybe you're just going to open and close your eyes a couple of times so that you gently come back to the space. Okay, and then when you're ready, you can move on and have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for practicing today, and take good care.